All right. So we've been out in the desert for 20 days now.
Something like that.
20 days. Walking with pretty much minimal. A blanket, a poncho, small food pack, knives, ground tarp for
blankets are good.
ground tarp for coal beds and that. And our theme kind of this trip was to step back a little bit in time a little bit, use natural fibered materials, wool blankets, but to just sleep with a blanket at night rather than roll out a down sleeping bag or whatever changes the game. And
Big time. Big time.
Changes it in a way that you have to get creative and to stay warm at night, because the wool blanket isn't going to cut it. We had mornings where there was ice and frost in the morning and rain, and we did sleep with coal beds or something of the sort every night. Coal beds, chimney draft beds.
Yeah, gotta have something.
Yeah. And then we had several nights of sleeping just by a fire, with making grass beds and then setting up a fire with a reflector and ponchos over us as shelter. So the first 10 days was pretty minimal food pack, enough to get hungry and want other food. Definitely lost a little bit of weight.
Snake.
Yeah.
Snake tastes great.
Hungry enough to get a snake. That was a highlight.
Just shut up and eat your snake. What do you think?
Great.
I made a bow, a long bow from tamarisk while we were out here, and I'm liking that. And I put together a digging stick with square. Yeah, I like the way that turned out. Can't wait to use it. Haven't dug anything up yet. But all of our fires were started with the bow and drill. Jonah got his first bow drill fire while he was out here.
Making me laugh. Deep breath.
There you go.
Every night, what was that like to get your fire?
Awesome, because yeah, it's a necessity to stay warm. You know, you can do it anywhere. Doesn't rely on gas. You know, you don't gotta flick your bick. You just gotta carve a couple of sticks off a tree and you're ready to roll.
Right?
Makes it feels good. Feels good. Be able to do it. Get it done.
Yeah, it's a base thing. For me, it's like shelter. If you can make a fire in the wilderness, then you've got shelter taken care of. Because if you have enough fuel to burn, then you can stay up all night. If it's cold, you can build a coal bed. You can stay alive and stay warm.
Good portion of the year in the desert, you don't even need a shelter if you've got enough wood to just burn a fire all night.
Right. Even if it's pouring down rain, a fire will keep you alive and warm. So I think it's key. It does feel good just to be able to know that it's available. For me, always has. Twisted cordage out of yucca. Gathered some yucca spindles.
Got a strand somewhere.
And yeah, I did some demonstrations of these things as well. Cordage. Practice with a cordage. You have about 3 feet.
Yeah, about 3.5.
Going for 6 feet.
Yeah.
The Sonoran Desert. It's good to be down here, knowing that back up in Idaho or Oregon, where we hang out a lot, it's covered in snow and
10 degrees,
right.
20 degrees in the day. Out here it's like 30s, 40s at night, 60s, getting into the 70s now, so it's cooking. It's cooking now.
Good trip.
Good trip.